The ore of iron used in the blast furnaces. So basically we use hematite ore, that is hematite, and its formula is Fe2O3. So this is the common ore of iron that are used in blast furnace. So if you see, the correct option is B, hematite ore. Magnetite is also the ore of iron, okay, but we use most commonly hematite. Okay, next question. In the blast furnace, iron is reduced form. So in the blast furnace, basically we use hematite ore, that is Fe2O3, and this is reduced by carbon monoxide, okay, to form iron, and carbon monoxide itself will get oxidized to CO2. So the correct answer should be again Fe2O3, that is C. Next one. The temperature in the hottest part of blast furnace is. So the temperature of the hottest part, basically the hottest part of the blast furnace is bottom of the blast furnace, and that can reach up to 1800 degrees centigrade. So this is the bottom of the blast furnace where the combustion of coke will be taking place, and this will reach up to 1800 degrees centigrade or around 2000 Kelvin. Next, the reducing agent in blast furnaces. So just discussed earlier, that must be carbon monoxide. That will reduce the Fe2O3 to Fe. Next, the slag formed during iron extraction is. So basically, the gang in iron metallurgy is SiO2, and we add the flux, that is CaO, right? And they will react. This is acidic in nature, and this is basic. They will react together to form CaSiO3, that is the slag. So the correct answer should be B. The flux used in iron metallurgy. So flux used is simply limestone, because when we use CaCO3, it will dissociate to CaO and CO2. This basically removes the SiO2 gang. Let's move to the next. The main function of the coke in the blast furnaces. So as I discussed earlier, it acts as a reducing agent. So it will reduce the iron ore to iron. Coming to next. What is the chemical formula of magnetite? So magnetite chemical formula is what? Fe3O4. So the correct answer should be C. Next, which gas is evolved during calcination of iron ore? We have iron ore siderite, that is FeCO3. If you do calcination, we get FeO and CO2. So the gas evolved is CO2 during the calcination of iron ore. Roasting of iron pyrite gives what? So iron pyrite is actually iron sulfide, that is FeSO2, also known as fool's gold. It looks like a gold, okay, and when we do calcination, okay, we get Fe2O3 and SO2. So basically that gives you SO2 gas. Which one is not an iron ore? So if you see that siderite is FeCO3 is iron ore, limonite is also iron ore, cinnabar is what? HGS. It is an ore of mercury, so that is not an iron ore. Pig iron contains about how much percentage carbon? So this is 4% carbon. So very simple, you have to remember, it has high carbon content. Cast iron is obtained by, so basically we have to melt the pig iron, okay, to obtain the cast iron. So this is obtained by remelting the pig iron, so it is the second option. Which of the following is the purest form of iron? That is wrought iron. In the wrought iron, the percentage of carbon is less than 0.2%. So that is very pure. Eiffel Tower is made up of wrought iron, and it is what? Corrosion resistance. Iron is extracted in a blast furnace by chemical reduction. We just discussed that Fe2O3 is reduced by CO. Iron does not form complex with sulfate ion because these are popular ligands, and this is simply anions which will not be acting as a good ligand. Which impurity is removed as a slag during the iron extraction? That is SiO2, just discussed. that CaO plus SiO2 react to form CaSiO3, that is slag. Okay, so 17, correct answer is B. The function of hot blast in the blast furnace is what? So we have to just, hot blast will aid combustion of the coke, so coke will undergo combustion rapidly and produce carbon monoxide. Okay, so hot air will help burning coke to generate the heat also and produce CO gas. This reaction is what? You can see here it is Fe2O3 plus CO giving Ap plus CO2, in which iron is in plus 3 oxidation state going to 0. So this is reduction, and carbon is in plus 2 going to plus 4. So this is oxidation. So a reaction in which both oxidation and reduction is taking place will be a redox reaction. Which zone of the blast furnace has the highest temperature? For this, if we see the combustion zone where the coke will be burning with the hot blast air, this will have the highest temperature, that is option B. Okay, so that's all. These are the 20 most important metallurgy question from iron metallurgy that will be helpful for your competitive exam. Thank you.